The sorrow of responsibility, the weight I chose to carry. There are people who cannot relax, even when nobody is asking anything from them. People who automatically look around the room and ask, "What still needs to be done?" People who feel guilty resting while others are struggling. For a long time, I believed this meant I was responsible, caring, reliable. I thought it was goodness. But one quiet morning, sitting alone in my backyard with a cup of coffee, I realized something else. The feeling was already there before I even sat down, a heaviness in my chest. Not dramatic, not emotional, just familiar. So I closed my eyes and asked honestly, "What is this?" And slowly, memories began to surface. Not one large, traumatic event, just small moments, repeated over and over. A child realizing, long before she had words for it, that the adults around her could not provide emotional safety. A child noticing younger siblings who needed care. A child quietly deciding, "Then I will do it." No one announced it. No one asked me to sacrifice myself. But somewhere inside, the logic formed very early. If no one else can hold things together, then I will. And once that decision formed, it became my identity. When my younger sister got married, I handled almost the entire wedding myself. The planning, the guests, the logistics, every detail. Everything went smoothly. Everyone said so. But late that night, after everyone had gone home, I lay awake in the dark and a quiet question appeared. Why does nobody take care of me? Not anger, not self-pity, just genuine confusion. I had spent so much of my life caring for everyone else that I had stopped noticing the direction of the flow. Everything moved outward from me. Very little came back. And then I understood something painful. The person who takes care of everyone often becomes invisible, not because nobody loves her, but because she becomes so capable, so reliable, that people stop imagining she might need care too. She organizes herself out of being cared for. Even when I was sick, I wanted to be alone. If someone worried about me, it felt uncomfortable. Receiving care felt heavier than enduring things by myself. But at the same time, when nobody noticed, that hurt too. I wanted someone to see my exhaustion without requiring anything from me afterward. I wanted to be understood without needing to receive. Those two desires pulled against each other for years. Eventually, I understood something deeper. My responsibility was not virtue, it was survival. A child learns very quickly what earns love, what earns safety, what earns the right to exist without burdening others. For me, that currency became responsibility. I will carry everything. I will need nothing, and maybe then I will have value. But hidden underneath all that strength was grief. The grief of a child who secretly wanted someone to say, "You don't have to carry this anymore." No one ever said it, so I never put it down. Healing did not happen all at once. I did not suddenly become free. I simply began noticing the pattern, again and again, layer by layer, with patience. The image I carried through that time was a single candle. A small flame in a room that had been dark for a very long time. It doesn't illuminate everything. It only burns steadily, revealing one thing at a time. Now, when something needs to be done, I do it. But not from fear. Not to earn love. Not to prove my value. Simply because it is here, and I am here. That is enough. Sometimes responsibility is love. But sometimes responsibility is the shape childhood survival took inside us. And if you have spent your whole life carrying everything alone, maybe the deepest question is not, "Why am I so responsible?" Maybe the deeper question is, who taught me that I was never allowed to put anything down?